NAPT was started in 1976 to increase the diversity of voices available to public television audiences. We do this by supporting the creation, promotion, and distribution of Native media on television, on the web, in the classroom, and now through mobile devices. NAPT's mission is to share Native stories with the world. We advance Native media that represents the values, experiences, histories, and cultures of tribal nations, communities, and people. Native Americans are reclaiming and embracing traditional tribal values in a time of social, political, environmental, and economic uncertainty. Everyone, regardless of their background, is facing these challenges and can benefit from learning from the many Native stories that have yet to be told. In turn, Native communities benefit from a better informed citizenry. The PBS broadcast of an NAPT documentary is just the beginning of the impact a story can have, and knowing that many Americans, mainly young people, use the internet and mobile devices to access content, we focus on extending the impact of these videos beyond the broadcast. Through web streaming, podcasts, e-newsletters, webinars, and social media, NAPT reaches audiences through many channels every day. But there's so much more to be learned, and so many more lives we can touch. Traditional Native culture teaches respect for the land and all living things. These concepts are expressed in Native languages. It's our desire and obligation as a Native organization to promote and support the revitalization of the original languages of this continent. NAPT is the primary source in the U.S. for high-quality documentaries by and about Native Americans. We're in a unique position to serve as a liaison between public television audiences and tribal concerns. Through our partnerships with Native tribes and organizations, we bring new stories to light that make a difference in the social fabric of America. NAPT is an effective organization because we streamline a vast array of creative services through a model that begins and ends with Native American culture and values. Our strategy is guided by honoring the four directions. We begin with Native stories told by tribal peoples, we support media production, and shepherd the telecast. Beyond the broadcast, NAPT increases the media's impact by engaging communities through festival screenings, new technologies, and educational activities. Engaged and informed audiences can help make positive choices for tomorrow and the next 7 generations. Our cycle starts again as we encourage the next generation of storytellers through training, technical assistance, and internships. NAPT measures success starting with the number of telecasts of each program. Each year, we see an increase in the number of PBS stations that are interested in our content. Station programmers now realize that NAPT programs aren't just about Native Americans, but are human stories that relate to and resonate with many different kinds of people. Last year alone, we had an 838% increase in telecasts. Our website had over 5,000 unique visitors last year. We've also added over 30 educational resources, including viewer discussion guides, lesson plans, and podcasts. In the realm of social media, we have over 3,000 Facebook fans, while numerous organizations, media outlets, and individuals follow us on Twitter. NAPT has a huge presence on many more new media platforms, including Amazon, iTunes, Snag Films, and Prescream.com. We send out a special thank you to our social media partners, bloggers, and followers. We have become a hub for Native media and accurate information on issues facing Indian country every day. We are constantly learning how to measure NAPT's impact through these powerful new technologies, and we welcome support through new partnerships. We are a national organization based in Lincoln, Nebraska. We are uniquely located at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and housed in the Nebraska Educational Telecommunications Facility. From our central Midwest location, our impact extends globally. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting is our primary funder. CPB also funds four other national minority consortia: the Center for Asian American Media, Latino Public Broadcasting, National Black Programming Consortium, and the Pacific Islanders in Communications. From time to time, we work together to produce programming that addresses our common issues as people of color. Over the last 5 years, we have employed 25 students through fellowships, internships, and work-study programs. Through our relationship with the UNL Journalism and New Media departments, we provide these students with meaningful opportunities that build their portfolios through audio and video production, improved writing and interviewing, and we teach new media skills. We feature their finished productions on the web and in film festivals. NAPT changes lives. Through providing accurate information about Native Americans past and present, we give teachers the tools to expand their students' knowledge of the first Americans. Our work with youth has increased their opportunities in the media marketplace. Sharing Native stories is a source of pride for our communities and impacts issues of health and well-being of Native peoples and our sovereign nations. Funding from CPB has allowed NAPT to serve audiences through public television stations. Our needs in the media extend far beyond that. In order to reach beyond the broadcast, we seek to raise funds and create partnerships through other private and public sources to fulfill these needs. NAPT understands the importance of American history. Many times non-Native people have a very limited or stereotypical image of tribal people. NAPT wants to break that stereotype and educate audiences about contemporary Native life. NAPT raises public consciousness of important issues facing over 560 federally recognized tribes. These topics span from reclaiming traditional knowledge and foodways to addressing critical issues of health and wellness, the environment, and human rights. These are issues and lessons of global importance. NAPT wants to extend its impact worldwide. With your help, NAPT can reach beyond public television. We can support theatrical and non-theatrical film production. We can inventory and reuse our 35 years of archival material. We can expand educational programs for young media makers. We can increase our reach through mobile devices and join with tribes in tackling telecommunications issues, including rural access and intellectual property rights. We are truly concerned about the convergence of the media. How we communicate issues and opportunities was once the purview of the newspaper. Now even radio stations are rethinking their role in society. In some ways, the Internet has opened many doors for sharing and collaboration. In other ways, it polarizes groups of people across the country, often spreading untruths or distorting the facts. As a media organization on the cutting edge of culture, tradition, and technology, we can bridge these gaps.